Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to bask in unprecedented glory because today I'm going to be revealing my review of eating twice per week on a fruitarian diet. So, what does this mean? Essentially, in a nutshell, I eat 2 meals per week, and my meals consist of anywhere from 5 to 10,000 calories. And eating is kind of a big deal for me because I eat so infrequently. I only eat fruits and vegetables. I desist, I refrain, I abstain, I eschew anything other than fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are my ecstasy. When I eat fruits and vegetables, I'm elated, buoyant, gleeful, and jovial, and jubilant. Why, you may ask? Well, not only do I eat so infrequently, but I also love the taste of fruits and vegetables. They're just divine, to say the least. They're characterized by celestial divinity and experiences unalloyed nirvana, to say the least. I love the succulent, scrumptious, zesty, piquant, tangy flavors of fruits and vegetables. They stimulate my palate, they tickle my fancy, they pique my interest, they provide me with my stimuli, and they allow me to feel a beautiful energy, to say the least. So enough prattling on and on about sheer and utter nonsense. The experience is definitely euphoric. I fast between each meal. Since I only eat twice per week, I usually go at least 72 hours before I recommence eating. So I enter ketosis by dry fasting for 24 hours. By entering ketosis, my body can decimate more cancer cells. It can enter autophagy right away. It can terminate more senescent cells, and I also can boost my growth hormone secretions. That sounded uncanny, but we'll just go with that. I can generate more, I can stimulate the production of more stem cells. I can stimulate the production of more growth hormones by at least 2,000% in this fasted state. And I function solely off cortisol, which is unhealthy because I'm deprived of REM sleep. I work 3 jobs and it just vitiates me. I feel vitiated, torpid, lethargic, debilitated, impaired, frazzled, fatigued, and it's arduous and cumbersome to sustain working long hours incessantly, non-stop. When I don't sleep, I don't have indefatigable energy. When I sleep and when I fast, my energy levels are unprecedented and they're all the way through the roof. And as my meals, I consume turmeric. I also consume black pepper to increase the bioavailability of turmeric by roughly 2,000%. I consume ginger, and I also consume a vegan variant of vitamin B12 as well as a vegan variant of vitamin D3. This little bottle here is close to $20, so the price of it is exorbitant. I also consume nascent iodine sometimes, and nascent iodine is the only safe form of iodine that has stabilized electrons. I also consume kosher salt. This is devoid of anti-caking agents and additives. I used to consume sea salt, but I switched to kosher salt because they're nearly homogeneous to one another. Sea salt is comprised of 86% sodium chloride and roughly 14 to 16% trace minerals, and this is practically identical to sea salt because, as you can see, it's just plain salt and it's more coarse than sea salt. So, well, that all depends. If you have refined sea salt, then that would also be coarse. But I typically have 10 to 20,000 milligrams of kosher salt or sea salt per meal, and since fruits and vegetables are 9 to 10 times more hydrating than distilled water, my body is not dehydrated, surprisingly. Plus, because I have excessive amounts of potassium, because I profusely consume avocados, 14 to 27 per meal, I expunge any excess sea salt from the bloodstream. That's an interplay between potassium and salt. If you want to counterbalance your excessive intake of sea salt, there's no better way than having fruits chock full of potassium. That's a elixir of life, to say the least, because you don't want to dehydrate your vessel, your marionette, your puppet, your biological computer, aka your body, needs to be eminently hydrated. So it's incumbent that you keep your body as hydrated as possible. The foods I eat are chock full of phytonutrients, macronutrients, micronutrients, carotenoids, plant-based enzymes, saturated fats, monounsaturated fats, polyunsaturated fats, and the list goes on and on and on. You gotta love those vitamins and minerals, and whatever other salubrious, divine, medicinal ingredients fruits and vegetables contain. So for my meals, I'll typically eat 14 to 27 avocados. I'll have anywhere from 5 to 10 servings of vegetables, and I'll usually throw in some other fruits, and I'll typically eat anywhere from 1,300 to 2,600 calories of raw organic coconut shreds that are desiccated, meaning they're stripped of most of their fiber because they're dried out, but that's okay because I don't want to deal with the hassle of opening up coconuts and cracking them open myself. But 87% of my calories are derived from fatty fruits, to say the least. And my favorite foods encompass blood oranges, cauliflower, zucchini, seaweed salad, avocados, tomatoes, olives. I just love anything that is chock full of saturated fat, monounsaturated fat, and polyunsaturated fat. And it's perfectly safe for your vessel as long as it's in a plant-based form. I don't recommend having oils or oxidized, and they're hazardous to your body. Anything that induces free radical damage can be detrimental. But by fasting, my body's constantly mending itself. No energy is being diverted away from mending the vessel, which is always beneficial, to say the least. And by eating fruits and vegetables, I don't succumb to any inflammation. I don't succumb to any migraines, nor headaches, nor feelings of nausea, nor do I ail, to say the least. So there's no constipation, there's no inflammation, and there's no aggravation. It's just sheer and utter ecstasy and euphoria, and it's an experience of unprecedented proportions. It truly allows you to rejoice in eating, being alive, and just enjoy eating and truly tasting the robust flavors of fruits and vegetables. There's no fruit and vegetable that doesn't stimulate me. I find them all to be exquisite and luscious and divine and just appealing, to say the least. So all fruits and vegetables appease me. I'll eat anything that's excavated from the earth, with the exception of synthetic, bastardized, man-made products, carcasses, animal secretions, and oils. So as long as it's a fruit and vegetable, I'm content with eating it. Vegetables are so divine, they're devoid of seeds, and fruits are typically chock full of seeds. So you really need to eat more fruits and vegetables if you want to sustain yourself. But I love eating vegetables, even though I only have the anatomy to be a frugivore, not a herbivore. I have flat teeth, a vessel devoid of innate weaponry. Unlike a carnivore, my stomach has a high pH level, I have long intestines, and my vessel is not a repository for waste. I need to bulk up, I need to increase my musculature, I need to amplify my body weight, but it's okay. I know I can easily do it. I'm eating anywhere from 10 to 20,000 calories a week, typically eat 2 meals per week, and I only drink distilled water. It's devoid of sodium fluoride, chlorine, alloys, and other deleterious, noxious, metallic compounds that the tap water is inundated with and tainted with. So just be wary and be vigilant at all times. You are the gatekeeper of what you put into your vessel, and you vicariously experience the simulations through your vessel. So protect your holistic tempo and treat it with utmost respect and gratitude. Your vessel should be revered and venerated, and you shouldn't neglect to take care of your house. Your vessel is a multi-billion-dollar vessel. It was bequeathed to you by God, the divine engineer, the ultimate content creator who created this simulation. What else was I about to say about the vessel? Oh yeah, someone offered you billions of dollars for your visual prowess, for your eyesight, and you can never see again. No one watching this video would probably concede to accepting that offer, so I could prove that your vessel was worth billions of dollars within itself, because no one would be asinine enough to relinquish their vessel for their eyesight that they can never see again. You know, one of the pleasures of this simulation is being able to enjoy the aesthetical beauty that your visual prowess confers to you. Allows you to perceive time and space in a manner that is not only aesthetically appealing, but majestic and beautiful and divine and grandiose and ineffably profound. So at this point I'm just prattling on and on and on, but you get the point. I rate the die thus far to be a 10 out of 10. I can terminate more cancer cells, eliminate more senescent cells, expedite the process of autophagy, produce more growth hormones, produce more stem cells, and constantly be on the mend. My body's never ailing. It doesn't succumb to inflammation, it doesn't succumb to constipation, it doesn't succumb to nausea, it doesn't succumb to adversities of eating like everyone else. So if you want to thrive, prosper, and flourish and optimize your health and be imbued with energy and prolong your lifespan and not wither away, nor decay, nor atrophy, nor plunge into the abyss, metaphorically speaking, in terms of your health, then you need to eat just fruits and vegetables, supplement with vitamin B12, vitamin D3 in vegan forms, nascent iodine if your body is devoid of iodine. Iodine expunges metals from the body, and your stomach is the only part of your body that needs to be acidic to disintegrate anything that enters the vessel. You don't want your stomach to be a repository for waste. Cancer can never survive in an alkaline body, so only eat foods that leave an alkaline residue in your body post being digested. Eat foods characterized by high levels of alkalinity. I don't eat anything that is acidic. Everything I eat is characterized by high levels of alkalinity. It all leaves an alkaline residue in the body, even if it appears to be acidic, such as grapefruits and oranges. I hope that you found this video to be fascinating and enthralling, as well as intriguing and insightful. I'm curious about your sentiments. Please feel free to divulge your thoughts appertaining to this video via the comments section. Beneath this video, have a wonderful, marvelous, blissful, stellar day. Goodbye.